parents and adults and healthcare providers understand, recognize, and treat the complexities of spinal deformities. And whereas an estimated 1 million scoliosis patients utilize healthcare annually, with approximately 1 out of every 6 children being diagnosed with the condition, eventually requiring active medical treatment. The primary age on the onset for scoliosis is between 10 and 15 years of age, with females being 5 times more likely to progress to a curse magnitude that requires treatment, screening programs for elder detection, and for treatment opportunities that may alleviate the worst effects of the condition. And the residents of Cumming, Georgia are encouraged to observe Scoliosis Awareness Month to renew our commitment to raise awareness of the spinal condition and to recognize the need for increased research and funding that one day can further alleviate the suffering of millions affected by this condition. Now, H4 graded Cumming City Council of Cumming, Georgia, do hereby proclaim June 14th as Scoliosis Awareness Month in Cumming, Georgia. Witnessed and hereunto and set my hand and cause the seal of the city of Cumming, Georgia to be affixed this 17th day of June in the year of our Lord 2014. We have with us tonight, I think, the lady who has worked with this so hard, Summer Jefferson. She wants to say a few words. We're glad to have you with us.
I'm glad to be here. Good evening, Mayor Gravitt and the City Council of Cumming, Georgia. I have a secret I share with millions of people in the United States, a medical mystery with no known cause or absolute cure. To look at me, you might not see it, but I have 4 curves in my spine where there should be none. This abnormal curvature of the spine, known as idiopathic scoliosis, is my secret. When diagnosed, I was told I only had a 30% chance of avoiding spinal fusion surgery, where a titanium rod would be inserted the entire length of my 4 curves. They were originally only humoring my family by telling me that I could try out what in the Atlanta scoliosis community is considered the golden standard of back braces. One doctor even said that I needed surgery immediately. So little did I know that when Miss Joni at Sony Ballet here in Cumming said I needed some kind of treatment for an abnormal curvature in my spine during a ballet move, that my life would turn into a roller coaster ride. Between tons of doctor's visits and x-rays, my life was turned completely upside down. So after the last doctor's opinion I heard, at the tender age of 11, I decided right then and there that scoliosis would not stop me from achieving my dreams. The problem with that was that there were no other suggestions on how to stop my spine from progressing. The doctors here only wanted to sit and monitor me until I decided to have surgery. Now my parents and I, we thought this was insane, that this disease that's been documented since Socrates' time only had a cure of an invasive surgery that was originally used for polio and a brace that was made in the 1970s. Thankfully, my mother was stubborn and refused to believe that these were the only 2 options in the 21st century. So after months of research and discussions with my dad, she decided and found a study done in Europe. These kids had the same negative factors that I had, but they were able to avoid surgery because of a Chanel-style brace and shock therapy. And so after a little more research, she was able to find a therapist in Wisconsin who was the first trained in the United States, and a British orthotist who lived in LA who made a Chanel-style brace. And finally, there was an option that was for my scoliosis. So I had worn a hard plastic back brace, 20 inches in length, 23 hours a day, 7 days a week, along with daily therapy for 45 minutes, every day for 4 years. And just recently, my orthotist said that I can be out of brace for 5 hours a day because of how well my spine has improved from these treatments. And soon, I won't have to wear it at all. Throughout all of this, though, faith, determination, and optimism have helped to fuel me forward. Faith in God to accept His plan for me, determination on days when blisters and pain made me not want to wear my back brace or do my daily therapy, and optimism, believing that something good will come from this. And you know, something good has come from this. I learned the importance of having someone advocate for me, like my parents parents did. They easily could have accepted what the first few doctors said and let me have surgery, but they wanted a better opportunity for me. And thankfully, because of that, I've been able to mature emotionally, physically, and mentally. I've even grown 4.5 inches, that according to the doctors is just from my spine straightening. This is when I realized that I had something important to do. They gave me the chance to see if these treatments could be my miracle. But there are others out there right now that are facing the same problems that we were years ago, unsure and scared of every decision that they're making. I decided to become a member of Curvy Girls, which is an international support group for girls with scoliosis. We talk about raising awareness in our community, promoting early, regular screenings, talk about our own emotional and physical problems. Due to Curvy Girls being an international group, I've met girls all over the world who I can talk with daily by Facebook or our monthly phone chats to discuss our own problems and worries over our spines. In about a week, I'll be attending another international Curvy Girls convention in New York, where we'll get to listen to all the doctors and therapists and orthopedists talk about their new treatments and philosophies about scoliosis. And they'll teach us in seminars how to raise awareness for scoliosis in our community, how to face bullies, and speak up for ourselves. I'll also get to visit a hero of mine again, Dr. Boashi, who through his organization Focus, advocates and treats children in Ghana, Africa, who are underprivileged and have paralyzing and life-threatening scoliosis. And hopefully next year in the summer, I'll be able to go to Africa and see the amazing work he does. I also have a blog and a book I've been writing about my experiences, but I've learned that they're only useful if someone subscribes to the blog or reads the book. So I realized that I needed to reach people in a variety of ways to tell them about scoliosis. So I decided to start speaking in the community whenever I had the chance. Not to tell them about one treatment was better than the other, but to spotlight scoliosis. So parents knew that their children had to have regular screenings, and that one screening wasn't enough, because scoliosis can pop up on you. I knew that from experience. And a lot of times when people get diagnosed, they don't speak about it. They hide it away. That needs to stop too. Scoliosis has made me stronger by speaking up. I believe in advocating and gaining knowledge, because when used together, we can stand a little bit taller together. Mayor Gravitt has given me the exceptional opportunity today to speak before you about advocating and educating our public so we can stop scoliosis from progressing. He, like Curvy Girls and Dr. Boashi, realizes that even teenagers can have a voice when we're able to use them. This proclamation will put into action that every June will be Scoliosis Awareness Month here in Cumming. Because for every child diagnosed early and receiving the proper individualized treatment, they have a remarkable chance of avoiding surgery, pain, and physical impairments. Together as a community, we can make a difference through faith, determination, and optimism. Thank you, Mayor Gravitt, for letting me share my secret.
Thank you very much. Summer, we'd like to present you with this proclamation here on behalf of the Mayor and City Council. So, thank you very much. You want to get a picture here with all of the newspapers? All of you come around. Okay, item C under